Close your eyes for just a second and picture the calm, familiar night sky. Now imagine completely wiping away everything you know about it. Welcome to Curious Orbit. In today's explainer, we're diving into a truly staggering, mysterious thought experiment.
What if the moon suddenly disappeared and Jupiter just took its place? Seriously, imagine looking up tonight and seeing a sky totally transformed by a gas giant. Would you be staring at a beautiful cinematic dream or a deadly nightmare? It's a fascinating question, and one that really challenges everything we know about cosmic scales and planetary physics. But before we picture this new sky, let's ground ourselves with a pretty staggering number, 1,300. That represents volume. You could literally fit more than 1,300 Earths inside Jupiter, the absolute largest planet in our solar system. Right now, thankfully, this massive giant sits securely hundreds of millions of miles away from us. But in our scenario, that immense scale is suddenly parked right in our celestial backyard.
Section 1. The Impossible Sky, a Breathtaking View.
Imagine the very first night this happens. The immediate visual impact would be unlike absolutely anything humanity has ever witnessed. Jupiter wouldn't just be a glowing dot up there, it would appear enormous, dozens of times larger than our familiar moon. And the craziest part? You wouldn't even need a telescope. Its iconic, colorful cloud bands and those giant raging storms would be completely visible to the naked eye. It would instantly become the most spectacular sight imaginable, just dominating the horizon from edge to edge.
But the changes wouldn't stop at just sheer size. Think about normal moonlit nights versus these new Jupiter-lit nights. Because massive Jupiter reflects sunlight, the sheer surface area bouncing light back to Earth is exponentially larger. Our nights would become much brighter than normal, creating this eerie, perpetual twilight. You could completely forget about sleeping without blackout curtains for sure. And as a direct result of all that intense brightness, the delicate backdrop of the cosmos would just fade away. Many of the stars we're so used to gazing at would become much harder to see, completely drowned out by the glare of our giant new neighbor.
Section 2. Gravity's Deadly Consequences, the Shift from Beauty to Chaos.
Okay, so to understand the chaos that's about to unfold, we first have to look at a basic physical force, tidal force. Simply put, this is the gravitational pull that controls Earth's ocean tides. Right now, our tiny moon does a pretty gentle job of this, creating the rhythmic high and low tides we're used to. But here's the crucial point. Gravity scales with mass. Since Jupiter is profoundly more massive than the moon, introducing it at that close distance means our ocean tides would become dangerously and terrifyingly stronger.
Let's walk through exactly how this disaster plays out on our coastlines. Step 1 is the immediate, extreme gravitational pull from Jupiter, violently yanking on our oceans. Step 2 follows almost instantly, severe coastal flooding. The water would be pulled so high and so fast that coastal regions across the entire globe would be utterly wiped out. And Step 3 represents the brutal new baseline for our planet, constant environmental changes. The familiar shorelines on our maps? They'd be erased and violently rewritten on a daily basis by these monstrous, uncontrollable tides.
And honestly, the problems extend way beyond just the rising oceans. Earth's orbit could actually become fundamentally unstable. We're talking about the basic mechanics of our planet's motion through space here. Having a gas giant this incredibly close would exert a massive, disruptive drag on us. We wouldn't just be peacefully orbiting the sun anymore. We'd be locked in a destructive gravitational tug-of-war that would completely destabilize our entire orbit over time.
So what's the fallout of that orbital instability? Absolute climate devastation. As our distance and angle to the sun warped and wobbled all over the place, our familiar, reliable seasons would be thrown right out the window. You could literally experience freezing summers and scorching winters back to back. The climate patterns that have governed ecosystems and agriculture for millennia would shift dramatically. It wouldn't just be strange weather, you know? It would be a total, chaotic overhaul of Earth's entire climate system.
Section 3. Earth-shattering geological effects. The crust cracks.
Now, the danger wouldn't just be happening on the surface, it's structural. Jupiter's immense gravity wouldn't just pull the liquid oceans, it would actively pull on the very rock that makes up our planet. This intense gravitational pull would physically and violently stress Earth's solid crust. Think about holding a tennis ball and aggressively squeezing it repeatedly. That intense flexing and stretching is exactly what Jupiter's gravity would be doing to the bedrock of our world.
And as a result of all that incredible internal stress, we'd witness a massive, terrifying increase in earthquakes ripping across the continents. Fault lines that haven't moved in millions of years would suddenly just shatter. And accompanying these quakes would be widespread volcanic activity across the entire planet. The very ground we stand on would literally crack open, turning Earth's surface into a highly volatile, deadly landscape.
Section 4. Could humanity survive? The long-term reality.
After the global floods, the orbital chaos, and the literal fracturing of our Earth, humanity might actually survive the initial shock. We're an incredibly adaptable and resourceful species, right? Some pockets of human civilization might find high ground, deep caves, or sturdy shelters to endure those very first terrifying moments of this cosmic swap. But surviving the arrival of Jupiter is really just day one. As the physics dictate, long-term life on Earth would become far, far more difficult.
Because here is the absolute most important takeaway. The balance keeping our planet stable would be permanently disrupted. Earth currently exists in a very delicate, finely tuned gravitational and climatic balance. By swapping out our gentle moon for the largest planet in our solar system, that delicate balance that keeps our planetary home stable and habitable, it would be gone forever. There is absolutely no returning to normal.
Which leaves us with this rather poignant thought. Sometimes the most amazing sights hide the greatest dangers. Having Jupiter replace the moon would undoubtedly create the most beautiful sky humans have ever seen. Just a mesmerizing, cinematic canvas of swirling colors above us. But lurking directly behind that majestic beauty is the guarantee of absolute global chaos.
We've explored the unimaginable beauty, and we've walked through the inevitable terror. So now, I have to ask you, would you want to see Jupiter this close to Earth, even just for a fleeting moment before the chaos begins? Tell us your thoughts down in the comments. And if you enjoyed diving into this incredible scenario with us, make sure to subscribe to Curious Orbit for more science mysteries and cosmic discoveries. Keep looking up, and we'll see you in the next explainer.